Get some red. They look really red.
Not really red, but you can tell you look tired.
I'm trying to get some rest. Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all, he's saying my eyes look red.
Yeah, you look red eyes. They look tired eyes.
I am tired.
I'm tired too.
Yeah, we are trying. We trying to get some rest. I told you guys we were gonna try to get away for a couple of days. So y'all, that's what we're doing. We pretending like we resting. We resting.
Yeah, we resting.
We resting for real.
I'm gonna try to rest.
At least a couple of days.
Yeah.
Did they look red earlier, Miles?
No, I mean, but you can tell we've really been moving. It's been a long month and a half. And the timing is all off.
So we were able to at least get away for a few days, take a break from being working in the heat, on the patio in the heat, because y'all, we have been experiencing some like 90 degree, close to 90 degree.
I think that's
weather.
a lot of the East Coast, the East and Southeast. It's been a lot of just the temperatures up pretty much.
I think finally summer decided it wanted to summer.
Yeah, and it's doing a good job of his job.
Good job so far.
But yeah, so just to that, everybody, please take care of yourself. It's crazy. But whatever you believe it to be or whatever, just take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. The truth of the matter, I learned.
Did you see my feet?
I saw your feet.
Okay.
But you know what? I learned a lot of things. Really, it is very important to stay hydrated.
Oh yeah.
I did not know how many things was tied into hydration or dehydration. How many health problems you may have, and things you think is one thing, but it's not really that. It's that your body is dehydrated, and so it's a world of difference. A lot of stuff you're facing are not a problem. They're symptoms. So just make sure you hydrate yourself, fellas. People.
Did you say fellas?
I was speaking to the guy.
Like we can't be hydrated.
Hydrate yourself, people. Hydrate yourself.
You guys, we just wanted to come and take advantage of an opportunity because we're doing nothing. Trying to.
Okay, the truth of the matter, we just got back in. We
did have a few errands to run. Yeah. But I wanted to take advantage, or we wanted to take advantage of an opportunity, because a lot of times we don't necessarily talk about how we handle things in our marriage. We oftentimes get different questions about certain things, but we've never really talked about, I don't think, like marriage stuff, or as it pertains to how we handle certain things.
Exactly.
Like, for example, things that we like. Let me say this. We're gonna take an opportunity to talk about something that it was actually a comment that was made on our last video when we were out. Let me preface it by saying that I'm not upset at all. I thought it was very interesting, and it just kind of sparked an opportunity for me to share, and my husband to share our thought process about our marriage, and just certain things that we do or we expect of one another, and just how we handle each other. When we were out at Casual Furniture, the last video that we posted, and I had on my sundress, there was a comment made about First Lady, that dress is kind of short, isn't it? First Lady, that dress kind of short, isn't it? And like I said, I wasn't the Saints. I wasn't offended at all. And I just thought it was a great opportunity to share just how we handle certain things. Now let me start by saying, first of all, again, I'm not upset at all. So that's not why I'm wanting to bring this up. I'm bringing it up because it gives us an opportunity to share with other couples, married couples, our thought process as it pertains to things that we like and things that we don't like, okay? And it's, I guess, maybe a teachable moment, if you will, because again, we get questions about, certain situations, how we handle it in marriage. And I just thought it was a great opportunity to share. So don't feel like, I'm wanting you guys to, um, I don't need you guys saying, Miss Donna, you wear what you want to wear. Don't worry about what nobody says, because that's not what this is about. Really, we wanted to share exactly our thought process and how we handle things in our marriage, okay? First of all, I am a woman of God, okay? And I'm very mindful of my appearance and how I carry myself and what I wear. I'm a woman of God. I love Jesus. You love God? I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? So I love him. I love my husband. So I represent Jesus Christ. I represent my husband. I represent my family, my children. So I'm very mindful of what I wear and how I wear it. Okay. Um, if there's ever any, if I ever have any hesitation about something that I want to wear, I will always do what, babe?
Ask me about it. If there's ever any doubt or anything of that matter, she would get my opinion on. Do you think this? What do you think it is? Do you think this is appropriate?
Right.
And there's certain things that you may look and say, there's nothing wrong with that, but she's thinking, and so am I. We're thinking from a different perspective.
Right.
We're thinking from a perspective of not only as just people, but as a pastor, a pastor's wife, because there are certain things. There may be nothing wrong with it, as Paul said in the scriptures. If eating meat offends my brother, then I just won't eat meat.
Right.
So if I'm with you and that bothers you, I'm not gonna,
Right.
I'm not gonna even come close to that line. Not that, some is liberal with this, and some may be very conservative with this. My thing is, we're usually very, very conservative in our lifestyle, and just our lifestyle and the things that we do. So with that, to that question, Donna, if there's anything that she may think that may look appropriate or think it may cause a problem or ripple effect, because what we never want to, she will ask me about it. Because what we never want to be is a stumbling block for anybody.
Or distraction.
And in this day and time, there are so many, if you would, spiritual leaders that have so blurred the lines that you just don't know. So there is a standard,
Right.
which a leader should have. Not saying that they can't, but it should be. You shouldn't. And that's what we basically govern our lives by. If it's going to cause an issue, a problem, or concern, or cause someone to stumble, then what we would do in that situation, we always err on the side of caution. So she does. She asks you. She would ask me into that situation. But for me, I'm like, no, baby, you look fine. I like to see your calves every now and then.
It was a very hot day, and we were out enjoying each other. So sometimes I'm going to show a little more leg. I'm going to show, because like he said, sometimes he wants to see more than just ankles.
Yeah.
He wants to see my calves, and sometimes he wants to see my knees.
But one thing you will not see, you're not going to see the middle of her thigh.
Yeah, we're not going
to.
Well, now I will wear some shorts.
Okay, I'm saying in shorts. Yeah, shorts in situation.
I will wear shorts.
Scorch.
I wear skirt. The skirt is the shorts up under the skirt.
Right.
But I will wear a pair of shorts, and they're gonna come down at least about halfway my thighs. If I get any shorter, it will be in the privacy of our home. Why are you looking at me like that?
So when you gonna get shorter?
Yeah. If I get any shorter, it's going to be in the privacy of our home. And I can say that I have seen other pastors' wives on YouTube, and I may not agree with everything that they wear, but that's their business. That's not my business. But by the same token, I don't say anything about it. I look at videos and I see stuff, and
she may say, "Now I would not have worn."
Yeah,
let me say this: I'm not Please take this.
I've seen some pastors' wives that are out there like half naked.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
no kidding.
let me say this, and please take this in the spirit in which I say it. Donna is a very, very classy woman. And so it's never going to be anything that would be, well,
Raunchy.
What some may be to one person's raunchy, if you would be another person's exotic.
Okay.
So
okay.
You know, but I just think Donna and I, we are constantly bouncing off one another. If I'm going to wear something or see something or a part of my body that she is not comfortable with, I'm going to change that. It's not going to be an issue to me. I'm not trying to please no one but Donna.
And see, wait a minute, before we get started, I meant to say this in the beginning because this is a family channel. I know we have
disclaimer.
Our little babies that love to watch Auntie and Uncle Robert on the YouTube. But this is a grown folk conversation, baby. So we need y'all to go into the room and play. Okay? And we're going to give y'all a few seconds to get on and go into the room because this grown folk talking. Okay, babies? And Auntie and Uncle will see y'all maybe on the next video. Okay.
But honestly, it's like you see many, some may sit around and have a if you would, for a guy, a tank top or a street name for it, a beater.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. So my thing is, may have one of those on it, and it may be fine, and the body may be able to support that, meaning a very nice physique the way it looks good. But no, I'm not gonna wear anything like that because I think that's too much revealing Miss Donna's property.
That's
and that is saying,
my body.
So it is. So it is. Well, hence the reason y'all haven't seen the body transformation, and it's transforming again. So I got to get back to work.
Listen, we both got to start over. But listen, I think the most they've seen is maybe you'll do a sleeveless shirt. But I asked him the other day about a tank top type of shirt. And he just really didn't feel comfortable wearing that out. Y'all, we're very conservative.
Yeah.
I'm very mindful even about cleavage. Now, there are times when it's just us. When it's just us, I will do something like,
yeah, baby.
You see it. Listen. When it's just us, and maybe we're going to a romantic dinner, if I'm wearing something that I'm showing some cleavage and I'm looking for something, if I'm wearing something that because sometimes that's what he need to see, honey. I want to look sexy for my husband. I don't always want to look like I'm going to the church house, okay? So sometimes Miss Donna turns on the sexy.
She don't want to look like she from her ankles look like she been kicking flour from back ankle North Carolina. I'm just saying, really she really just as really
don't
just
get it
me.
twisted.
I am one. I want to make sure I highly maintenance myself because I am thorough about this one thing, and I know this to be sure. I'm not the only male on the face of the earth. And I don't care who you are. There is somebody somewhere that's going to dress a way that will be very appealing to you. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And you ain't blind. You're a man. You see pretty women.
And so there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing would be, if I see something nice, they didn't just make one at the store.
Say something.
So when I say something, I'm using an example.
Oh,
okay. If I see something nice, they don't just make one at the store.
Okay.
So if I see something that maybe looks really nice on her, well, I would tell my wife, or maybe a clothing style, or I'll tell her, baby, we'll try this on. Well, let's look at this. And it's the same way with me. I let Donna dress me. So she would dress me the clothes. She picks out my suits or whatever, to make sure, this is what I don't like shopping, one. But two, this is what looks nice to her. And so my thing would be, I always want to please or appeal to my wife. I always want to please or appeal to my wife. And if she's telling me
And
to change
vice
the thing,
versa, that
and the same
works.
thing, and
Yeah.
it works here too. So if she want me to change her hairstyle, it's nothing but hair. If she
Yeah.
want me to try, and Donna would, Donna would try to, grow this or take this out or do this. Okay, okay.
And some of you may think that's controlling.
No, that's not.
But as it pertains to our relationship, it's so important to us to please one another. If I wear something, I remember like when we first got married, there was a little house dress I was wearing. He hated it. He could not. What was it about? It was something about, it was actually a swimsuit cover up, I think. But it was just a cute little hot pink. It stopped like right at the knee and it just zipped up in the front.
I don't know what, it's just certain things. Like I said, my only goal is I'm very laid back. Nothing really bothers me. But if it's something that bothers me or irritates me, Donna, it's so rare that something like that would be. She always would look.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, she would look to that real quickly. What is it about it? I don't know. It's just.
He just did not.
It's just not like it. So it would be the same way with me if she sees something or if it's something she wants to change. Like it was a couple of suits that I had.
What color was that suit? What color was the suit?
The suit
for the pastor
was blue.
What color blue?
It was more like a. Wasn't a. It was a like a royal.
A royal blue.
Okay.
Suit.
But
and royal blue shoes.
Okay, so from that, there is a different. There was a trend of the style that they was wearing the long suits and
with the coat that came down to the knees.
Right. So that was just a trend, and that's why I say phases. People go through phases and things. Some people wear that same suit today and they're fine.
Yeah. So what happened to that suit and them shoes?
I couldn't find my shoes. I was looking in the closet. I was looking for them.
This is when we first got married.
I found my shoes. I found my shoes in the kitchen, up under the sink. You put pots and stuff. It was back in the back.
No, not in the pots. It was up under the part, like where the cleaning supplies and stuff be right up under the sink.
So I was cleaning something and looked and said, "Baby, I found my shoes." I said, "You'll be crazy where I found. I mean, you would not believe where I found them at."
What they doing up under there?
I have no idea. But I found my shoes, right? And so I was good for them. But then they got missing again. I don't know what it was. Kids was messing with them, whatever. But I didn't find them anymore.
And you would
after that. So, nevertheless, but the thing was, there was a style that I had. When Donna came into my life, she had an image of what she desired me to look like, and she changed it. It was a much more mature image.
I'm very classic. I love a classy style and all those trendy suits with.
Yeah, she don't do trendy. She do not do trendy, guys. So the thing is, the trendy suits.
More business professional look. I just didn't.
So I got rid of all of the trendy suits, and we just
I do some trend, but those suits where they came down. I'm sorry, bro, Deacons, if I'm offending y'all about y'all suits.
And so it just, like I said, a change of, but it's the same way with me. There is a certain style that I like. And let me say this to you now, and this where we get on the real with one another. When you are married or you're committed to that significant other, you got to be willing to change some of you.
It's compromise.
Yes, compromise. As I say, you have some that's on the radical right, and some that is on the lonely left. You got to bring them into the sensible self. And so you can't have that mindset, well, you like me the way I was, but people change. Yeah. Things change. And you have to be willing to make the change. Because like I said, people change, attitudes change, things change. You have to be willing to make the change, to compromise and make it work.
And it wasn't changing your personality.
Yeah, not changing the personality.
It was just changing the style of clothes that he wore.
Okay, it's like if you was driving when I was younger, I had this
Mustang.
This Mustang. It was ahead of its time. It really was ahead of its time. It was
And it was loud.
No, she said loud, but every man would be like, whoo! That sounds good. So
Yeah.
it was a Mustang. It was the '82 model, but the body style kitted all the way around. The Celine tail. Took out the 302, put in the 351. Went from the 4-speed to the 5-speed transmission. Had the carburetor boarded out 60. Well, nevertheless, all of that type of stuff, and that was fine when you're younger. But as you're getting older, I'm not gonna ride around in a Mustang, yanking and banging and yelling and screaming and sliding. I'm not. That's not gonna do that no more. I'm not gonna do that anymore. So, just because I changed the car does not mean I changed me. So that's the thing that we have here, guys, that we're looking at, and so that's what I'm saying to you: be willing to make a compromise of a change. Be willing to compromise and change some, because if to do that, both ways, both ways. So if I'm saying, I want you to try this. I told her we're gonna get me some Just for Men. What's that? The Just for Men. I'm a dye my.
I'll leave you gray alone.
And she was like,
baby.
leave it alone.
I love the gray.
And she like, leave it alone. I love it. It's okay. Well, hey. So the thing is with me, I'm fine with that.
So that's just an example of, the things that we do to please one another. Very mindful. There are some things that I wear when we're out together that I won't wear to church, even if we're just like hanging out at church. Like, say for instance, if we're just going to church to do something for a meeting or something, there's a time and a place for everything. So again, there are certain things that I'll wear when we're just out on a Saturday hanging out, enjoying one another, that I wouldn't wear to church for just a casual meeting. And even on Sunday mornings, there's been some Sundays, like I say, because I was in this phase where I would wear the suits, and they would come almost to my ankle. They would come, kind of low. And he was like, I'm tired of them suits. Them skirts are too long.
That should look like the first mother. I'm just saying.
Not the first mother.
I'm just saying.
The first
man,
mother.
wait a minute. We can't do this.
He
We
said
can't
that,
do
man.
this.
He said, but I want to see some knees. And sometimes there have been things that I put on. I'll be like, oh, that's too short. He's like, I said, oh, that's too short. He's telling me, no, baby, that's fine. But I also take into consideration that when I'm up doing praise and worship, I'm elevated because I'm in the pulpit. When I tell you, I never, ever, ever want to be a distraction with whatever I'm wearing, to church. And, it's been sometimes I say, babe, no, this is too short. I'm not going to wear this to church. But I'm very particular. I'm that type of woman and that type of mother. I believe in foundational garments, okay? Stuff don't need to be jiggling all over the place when you're walking around and when you're moving. It's called foundational garments. Back in the day, we called them girdles. Now they have the Spanx where they're not as tight. They have, what else they call them? You got the girdles, the Spanx. Honey, whatever you need to do to tie the body magics, to tie it down and make it be still. Okay, a lot of times I'll wear, now what you will see me wear is leggings, and I know leggings are very fitting, but I love the compression leggings. Y'all, we just love a good pair of leggings, y'all. They're so comfortable. Now I know a lot of ladies can relate to me as it pertains to the leggings. Sometimes I'll wear a shirt long enough to cover the boom boom. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. But they are very comfortable, and I guess that's something that I'm more laxed about, if you will. And see, now I'm pulling on this, trying to make sure it's not hanging too low. But y'all, I'm very, very mindful about what I wear and how I wear it. And like I said, I am very classy in what I choose to wear. And I will definitely please my husband and things that he likes to see. And it's summertime. I believe that you can wear things, and you're still presentable, and you're looking like you got some home training.
Yeah,
okay?
She's not going outside with a wool suit in the summertime.
Yeah,
but no. In all honesty, let me say this, and this, I'm going to be careful because this is a really slippery slope right here. You cannot forget one another. Don't get so familiar with one another that you forget one another.
Mm-hmm.
She is a woman and she is turned on by something. He is a man, and he is turned on by something. So the point is, make yourself presentable to your significant other. You want to make sure you make yourself presentable to him. Dress nice, because it is something for a woman when she see a group of men standing together, and she can look at her man in that group, and he's able to, if you would, hold his own or surpass. Same thing with a man, to see his woman standing there with a group of women, and she looks very presentable and attractive. That right there, guys, is to look and say, that's my wife. That's my woman. So it really matters. Take care of yourself and take care of one another. Make it easy for each other to stay in line, because in this day and time, it is a lot of character for some has gone out the window. And there's nothing left to the imagination.
Right.
And so society is seen to be built on tearing it all apart. And as I say, I teach and I tell my children, don't let a temporary moment of satisfaction cost you a lifetime of pain. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So you want to make sure one another stay, and this is just real talk with adults. Sometimes you could just get too familiar with one another.
Yeah.
Don't get so familiar. Don't get so familiar with one another
that you stop caring about how you look.
Yeah, your maintenance of yourself. You know, you want to take.
And then, I love it when we do go places other than church, because it does allow me the opportunity, like I like to say, is to wear something where I feel I'm looking a little more sexy. Okay, I don't always have to look like I'm getting ready to get up and do praise and worship. Sometimes I may wear something that is a little more fitting with some 5-inch stilettos. See? Because this is the kind of reaction I need to get from this man. So I love it. So again, I just thought it was a great opportunity for us to kind of share some things about, what we do to please one another. And if there's ever any kind of doubt, then
we
I
are
always ask my husband.
And we are open to questions with that. Our life, guys, is really an open book. There's nothing that we're doing. It's, for me, I told you guys, I have said, and I will say, God has very strict rules about his bedroom, about the bedroom. Very strict rules. And as long as you fall in the perimeters, and I'm going by, again, as our faith and our belief, Christians and believe by the word of God. We call it the Bible. The Bible, God has very, very strict rules about his bedroom. But once you're in the parameters of those rules, let me tell you something. Girl, look, I'm going to need a can of Dale Mighty green beans. They can't be Libby. They got to be Dale Mighty. Dale Mighty green beans. I'm going to need a Chico stick and 4 crayons. That's all I'm going to need.
For what?
That's all I'm going to need.
What you talking?
Sit, people. That's all I'm going to need. So if you could get me some Dale Mighty green beans, a Chico stick, and 4 crayons. Woo! Let me tell you something.
Them babies better be somewhere playing, and I sitting here looking at this video. I said it was for grown folks. Get your little feet in front of the camera. But y'all, listen, we had to find something to talk to you guys about. So I just thought that was a perfect opportunity. To the lady that made the comment, please do not think that I'm upset at all, because I was not. I wasn't at all. And it actually gave us an opportunity to talk to you all today, because I'm like, we weren't doing anything. We wanted an opportunity to talk to you all since we are enjoying, enjoying a little downtime. But if by chance you guys have some other questions maybe that you would want us to answer as it pertains to how we handle, not saying this is how you need to do it, because what works for us may not work for you all.
And I'm saying now, and I also want to say this to a believer. And that is one that confesses to be a believer in Christ. The Bible has spoken to a lot of the issues you have. The Bible has already spoken to those things. And wherever there seems to be controversy, I would then always tell the believer, God has given all us an accomplice. He is called the Holy Spirit. Ask him. Ask him. So many people say, well, the word says, well, if your heart don't condemn you, then neither do I. Well, your heart has to be lined up with the word of God, because there's some people that can do some God-awful things in their heart. Do not condemn them. So you're going to have that heart lined up with the word of God. Then, if your heart don't condemn you. But if you're not lined up with the word of God, anything goes. But don't be afraid to change who you are. Because you can take, if you want to, and say, this is just who I am. And that's just what it's going to be. And you'll find yourself a lonely person, who you are, and what it's going to be.
Right.
But to give up a little to gain a lot, that's just business. That's investment. So that's what we say there, guys.
And I love the way we compromise. It's like, what can we do to outlove one another? You know, what can we do to outplease one another? And like I say, it comes with marriage. Marriage has its ups and downs, its ins and outs. But, you know, it's what you make of it. And I tell you, I appreciate, listen, when this dude right here, now listen, I don't care when we're at home and we're working outside or whatever it is I'm doing. Y'all see Miss Donna, I don't get all made up to do videos.
You don't look like hit by a muffin truck.
That's not what we do, honey.
Go.
Dirt be on the face, I can be ashy, it doesn't matter. Oh, but when we need to clean up.
Go. Let's G-O. Let's get it.
Go.
Let's go. That's what Steve said. Let's go.
Let's go. We clean up very well.
And
well.
I will say, this is me. I will say, we compliment one another very well. And
Yes,
that is to
sir.
say to me, if a gentleman are looking at Donna and we're like, wow, that is a nice looking woman. That's a good looking woman. I have no problem when I walk up, they say, okay, I can see her with someone like that. Or vice versa. If a woman says, well, you know, that's a good looking man. That's a good looking man. But then to see Donna walk up and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that.
Ooh,
So
when we clean up, y'all, I be looking, see, my husband is fine.
just whatever you do, just don't take advantage of me yet.
Don't think it. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, you guys, listen. How long we been talking? Y'all, listen. We about to be going on about 38 minutes.
Oh Lord, let me get out. Guys, listen, thank you guys for your time.
That's all I wanted to say. So I
We love you guys.
appreciate all of you all's comments. And y'all just trust Miss Donna gonna keep it classy over here, okay? It's summertime. You might see a little bit more shoulders. You might see some little more knees.
And I got some lard to put on her knees if she.
Be looking like brown sauce.
Your knees over there steaming because
No,
they
you
cooking.
need to worry about your own knees. But this is just an opportunity to talk about married folks stuff, okay? So,
And so again, disclaimer. Let's make sure we're clear with this, guys. It may work for us.
Yeah.
That does not mean that it have to work for you. Whatever floats your boat. If y'all the ones that just, hey, if you like for him to walk around in a G-string, hey, that's your, do you. So you like it?
We love it.
So that's what we said to that. And so y'all can handle it, go with that. But nevertheless, just keep it. It should be a couple of things. It should be fun, but it should be spicy in some ways. Keep it alive because trust me, spice is sold, whether it's sold at your store or not. Spice is sold, so it will behoove you to make sure the spice that your significant other desire, you sell it at your store. If you get what I'm saying.
So I was giving my husband some spice. What are you doing? I was giving my husband some spice with a little shoulder and some little knee action and some legs, right, baby?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, look, that's all we wanted. Baby, get your little toes.
And I will say this too. I showed her my legs. She said, put some pants on.
Listen, no, you needed some lard too. Would you look at them knees? Y'all, look. If you all have been here for a while, y'all have seen them legs and them knees over here.
That's what God gave you.
That's what God gave you. Anyway, y'all, look. We're getting ready to get back to doing absolutely nothing. Oh, we wanted to tell you guys too, a great movie. Y'all know we be looking at movies.
We.
Oh, I forgot the last time. Let's
What
see.
was a man called
Otto? Is that
Listen,
it?
if you've ever seen that, it's on. Is it on?
Wait a minute, Bam, can pull it up. I'm so glad I remember before I let you guys go. When we get away, we get.
Yeah, Otto is OTTO. A man called Otto, and it is a very good movie. It's a very good movie. I think it may be on. I'm gonna say
Let's see.
Netflix. Maybe on Netflix.
Wait a minute, did I put it? Because I know I put it. I have a
tab for
movies.
Yeah, but nevertheless.
Netflix. A Man Called Otto. OTTO.
Yeah, so
y'all, it was a great movie.
A great movie, and it's something you can sit down with. I really like that movie. So, okay, now let me say this, fam, before we leave. I don't struck out. Last couple of days,
well, what was the last one we looked at last night?
Now, one thing we looked at, it was called American Assassin.
It's
action.
It's a lot of blood. It's a lot of
action.
Killing.
Action. What? American Assassin.
Assassin
on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's a very good movie. That's a good for the guys. Action pack. A lot of for the guy type thing. If you're a woman that really like the action type stuff, go in there. But I need a good movie because I will look at a chick flick. What was the one?
Yeah, you do like. We didn't finish looking at it.
But it was like the Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez.
See, he will look at a chick flick. I love that.
Yeah, we'll sit down and look at that. It was a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. But then again, some of the movie look like
And you'll look at, what was it? Made in Manhattan. Is that the one with
Made in Manhattan? That's another one. Yeah. That's another one.
I like her.
And
I love Jennifer Lopez as an actor.
Yeah. And what one with Sandra Bullock? She had what was that? Her and Ryan Reynolds. They were. She was his boss, and she was from Canada. What is the name of that movie? She was his boss. She was his boss, and she was from Canada. And her green card had expired, and so she made him.
Oh, were you looking at that the other day?
Yeah, she made him. Well, she threatened his job that if he didn't marry, or if he didn't pretend like whatever it was. But it was a really good movie. And by the time he went to his family,
but you don't tell him what's happening in the movie.
Oh yeah, but that's a good movie. Now that's a good movie. A chick flick that ain't no, but it's a very good. What is the name of that movie? If I would tell him if I knew what it was.
I saw you looking at it, but I didn't know the name of it. And it had, what's the lady in it from Golden Girls, right?
Yeah, she was.
I can't remember. Somebody will tell us in the comments.
Yeah, but it's a very good movie, though, guys. And that's one of those movies you can really sit down with and just enjoy. It's not a lot of every 2 words of somebody being cussed out. It's not.
You can't think. We got to let the family go.
Okay. And it's not. It's just a good. That's one of the chick flicks. That's the chick flicks. So
love a good chick flick. Okay, you guys, listen. That's all we wanted to say. We just wanted to talk to you guys while we were away.
And if you know a good movie that Miss Donna might like, because I don't struck out.
If you need to redeem yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be another.
Okay, so we have the rest of the evening.
I'm looking at
to watch movies.
Called to animation.
All right, you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so
by hitting the nosy.
And that's turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing all the things, whatever it is we're doing. Like today, we just chilling. We just chilling, okay? We will get back to the patio backyard makeover series sometime next week, maybe.
Let me tell you something. My patio won't kill me. Let me tell you something.
We just needed a break. Sometimes you just gotta do something different. So we'll get back to it maybe at least by Tuesday. Maybe Monday, but definitely by Tuesday. Okay, you guys. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.
Hey, do y'all remember freeze cups? Do you remember freeze cups?
Freeze cups.
Make a freeze cup. Make me a freeze cup.
Hey, we have freeze pops today at home.
But the freeze cups was better. Remember you were little, you had a freeze cup.
Y'all.